Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this very simple modern house. If you enjoyed the tutorial, please do remember to hit that like button, it really helps me out. And if you do enjoy the content, consider subscribing. If you want to check out any more of my stuff, check out the card system and the description below for more modern house tutorials and all sorts of other stuff as well. But without any further ado, let's get this thing rolling. To make this house, you will need a 16 block by 15 block space. That is 16 blocks coming across the front of the house by 15 blocks coming towards the back of the house. I don't think you'll really need too much more space, but it's always safe to have a slightly larger area than I suggest. 20 by 20 would be fine. We also need all of these materials that I have in my inventory right now. I don't think we will need any more of them, although I have often been wrong, but these should cover it for the most part. Make sure that you have all of this stuff and all of this space. Pause the video if you have to, but once you do have absolutely everything that you need, we can begin by placing a row of 3 quartz blocks coming up from the ground. 1, 2, 3. We then want to go left using the quartz slabs by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Connect that 5th slab down to the ground using a mixture of slabs and a quartz block. We then want to continue going left of that 5th quartz slab that we placed by 3, using the quartz slab again. 1, 2, 3. Then extend that 3rd block towards you by 1. And then go left by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend that 4th block down to the ground using a mixture of slabs and quartz block. Like this. We then want to return back to the very first row of quartz that we placed, which is this row of 3. And we want to extend that 3rd block, this top block, backwards by 10 using the quartz slab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Extend that 10th block across the back of the build by 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Take that 15th block and extend it forwards by 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We then want to take that 14th block and we want to extend it across the front of the build by 3. 1, 2, 3. Extend that 3rd block down to the ground using a quartz slab, followed by 2 grey concrete. 1, 2. Take the bottom grey concrete, extend it to the right by 3. 1, 2, 3. And extend the grey concrete above it to the right by 2. 1, 2. We now want to place grey concrete underneath all of the quartz slabs. Now the way that we do this is we want to follow the shape of the quartz slabs that we've placed, except we simply want to, on the ground, place grey concrete. This applies for the left hand side, right hand side, and the back of the build, and it also applies to the little middle bit that we have here. So we want to have something which should look like this, and I should say that this middle area here, the archway of quartz blocks and slabs that we have, wants to remain untouched. We will be dealing with that later, so you can kind of see what we've got going on here with the grey concrete. Add an additional row of grey concrete on top of this. This is going to form the main bulk of the walls that we have on the lower part of the house. So simply fill all of this in using grey concrete, like this. Oh, and also the middle part too, it's an easy bit to forget. Like that. Now, this area here is the entrance. We're going to have 2 doors here. So, in between the entrance in the 2 middle blocks, we want to have 2 oak doors in this position and this position. We want to place glass left of the door and right of the door, like this. We now want to use birch wood slabs to fill in the space above the door. So place birchwood slabs above the door like this, right? Just like this, on top of the glass and the doors. But the thing about this is we actually want to use that birchwood slab, and we want to fill in the space in between the grey concrete and the quartz slabs that we have present at the top of the build. So it's quite obvious that we have some empty space here at the top of the build, and it wants to pretty much be filled in using our birch wood slabs. So we want to have so far an effect that should look like this. You can see it looks really cool. We then want to create stairs. So right here in the build, we want to have stairs. It's easier to start at the bottom actually, so like where we have this most sticky outy grey concrete, we want to connect it to the build using birchwood slabs. And then we want to do the same thing half a row higher, half a row higher, half a row higher, if that makes sense. So we want to create a stair effect like this. So now we are able to walk onto the second floor. If you like, you can fill in the entirety of the second floor using your birchwood slabs. However, I would not recommend it, as we are now going to, what we're actually now going to do is we are going to use our grey concrete, and we're gonna actually undo a little something of what we just did because I'm an idiot. But what we're gonna do is we're going to start at the back left-hand corner of the build where we have this birch wood slab placed, and we're gonna destroy the slab. I didn't think about this, and we're gonna place a grey concrete. And on top of that grey concrete, we're going to place 2 grey concrete coming upwards by 2. So like on top of this, 1, 2 coming out of the back left-hand corner. We're going to take that second concrete and extend it towards us by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coming towards the front of the build. We then want to take that 6th block and we want to extend it across the front of the build by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we want to extend that 6th block backwards by 1. And then to the right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We then want to extend that 5th block backwards and connect it to that very first block that we began extending. So like this. Like this sort of shape. We want to be able to connect all of the grey concretes downwards. We want to place 2 rows of grey concrete underneath everything that we've just placed. So like 1 row. And this is why I'm stupid. We, in some cases, will have to delete some of the birch wood slabs that we've placed. Not all of them, but we will have to delete some of them because I did not think about this. I'm sorry for making you place additional blocks that you wouldn't have otherwise had to place, but it's not too many of them, so we should be okay. And across the back here also, we're going to want to connect all of these downwards. So here... Hang on, right there, and also this row as well. There's not an easy way to place this other than coming inside of the build, so we're also going to place this row as well. And the effect that you're looking for should look very similar to this. We now want to place a row of black stained glass on top of what we've made, except here's the thing. The row of black glass actually wants to form a solid rectangular shape. So you can place the black glass on the front left-hand side, the left-hand side, the back, and the right-hand side here like this. But you don't want to place it on this middle bit just yet. You want to extend the glass on the right forwards by 1 and connect it to the left to form a rectangular shape. And then we are going to place a row of quartz slab going all the way around the top of the outside of the glass. So quartz slab going all the way around the top of the outside of the glass, just like this. And we also want to place a row of quartz slab around the top of the grey concrete, following the same trajectory as the previous row of quartz slab. So this is the effect that we are looking for right here. There we go. So that is what you want to have. Half a row in front of the grey concrete, and then of course another half row above the glass. We can then proceed to fill in the rest of the second floor using birchwood slabs, just the outer parts. I wouldn't fill in inside of the house because you'll be losing valuable space, but you can fill in the sort of like balcony terrace area using your birch slabs. For the top of the roof, I'm going to first of all create I'm just going to place another layer of black glass inside of the layer of black glass that we already have. So inside the layer of black glass, we're going to place an additional layer of black glass, like this. We're then going to place a row of quartz slab above and inside of what we've just made. So simply to create like this sort of effect, like this. I do believe that I actually placed a row wrong. So like here, just inside of the empty space like this. And then we're going to place glass inside here to create, it's just kind of like an interesting sort of effect from both the inside and the outside. Like you don't have to place this if you don't want to, but I kind of like how it looks. From the outside especially. I don't know, it's just a nice little effect that I like. We also have to add windows to the second floor. So there's quite a few windows. Let me show you the positions of them. So if we start on the front left hand side of the second floor, we want to use our we actually need to use wooden trapdoors, grass blocks and some poppies. And we want to take the only grey concrete block that we can actually use, and we want to place a wooden trapdoor in front of it. This is starting on the left. Destroy the 2 blocks to the right, then place a wooden trapdoor on the next one. Destroy the 2 blocks to the right, place a wooden trapdoor. Then as you're just like moving to the right still, you want to leave a gap, place a wooden trapdoor, destroy a block, place a trapdoor. Move across the right hand side, and you want to leave a gap, place a wooden trapdoor, delete 2 blocks, place a wooden trapdoor. You want to place black glass inside of all of the empty space in between the trapdoors. And you want to destroy the birch wood slab blocks in front of the glass and replace those with grass, like this. You may want to place a different kind of flower inside of your grass. I personally like the poppy. It is by far my favourite flower in Minecraft, hence why I've decided to place poppies. Now that that's done, that is the large majority of the house complete. There's just a few things that you might want to place to improve the look of the area. So, for instance, I'm going to grab some water, some stone slabs, some jungle leaves, and I'm also going to grab birch fence. Left and right of the main entrance, I'm going to place a single jungle leaf. I'm going to place a flower in front of the left jungle leaf and connect it to the left hand side. I'm going to destroy 3 blocks in front of the right jungle leaf, 1, 2, 3, and replace them with water. Like this. I'm going to destroy in front of the doors, and I'm going to destroy the 2 blocks in front of the doors, coming out to as far as the house comes out. So what that means is I'm going to place stone slabs inside of the 2 empty spaces that I've just destroyed. It comes out as far as the house itself does, which is measured here on the left. And I'm going to place additional stone slabs connecting from the pathway to the second story of the house in a cross shape like this. I'm going to place birch fence around the path on the left hand side and around the water on the right hand side, connecting to the house. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the house. That's pretty much the house. There's not much more left. Let me clean up first and then we can take a look at it properly. So that is the house complete, ladies and gentlemen. You've just had a nice little view of how the house looks. I think it's a very nice, simple, modern design, and it can very easily fit in all of the stuff that you might want in Minecraft. It's surprisingly spacious on the inside. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. It helps me out, it helps the channel out. I can't tell you how much it does help to hit that like. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing to the channel and click the little bell next to the subscription button. That'll make sure that your Goldmine stuff sent directly to your sub box. If you would like to make any more things by me, of which there are a great variety as you take a look around this world, then you can check out the card system and the description below for all sorts of stuff that I've been making recently. I would highly suggest the Modern House playlist, the Suburban House playlist, and maybe even the Cartoon Builds playlist, which you are getting a small view of in the background. You might be able to see the Mystery Shack, Harry Potter's house, and Horrid Henry's house. Maybe even the American Dad house too. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.